Welcome back to the channel. My name's Cody. I'm joined by Hershey today, as I am sometimes. Today's topic is a topic I haven't really shared much. What would happen if I didn't do cash out refinances on my rentals early on? What would that have done for my net worth? What would that have done for the cash flow? What would that have done for the business? Because there's a lot of folks out there that think the best way to scale is to lever up their properties and buy more. To a certain extent, I would say they are right. Leverage allows you to go faster. The problem is, if you lever your stuff up too much, too quickly, you can expose the fact that you don't know what you're doing. And so you learn mistakes as you go. And if you do the slow and methodical approach, I've got some buddies like Dion who never pull money out of properties. You have time on your side to help you overcome your mistakes, because everybody makes mistakes. If you lever up early, like I did, you can expose and magnify your mistakes pretty drastically. So I want to use one property as an example. There's a property that I bought for $680,000. Rent roll back then was $7,300, and I pulled out a bunch of money to do renovations there. Pulled out a ton of money. I ended up getting a loan relative to the purchase price. It was about $1 million of debt when I bought it for $680,000. Now this was 2 years after I bought it, but I pulled money out. I used that to go buy other projects and make the property nicer. Today, the rent roll on that property is almost $12,000, an extra $5,000 a month. Something that I look back on, my payment used to be $3,300. Today, the payment's $6,600. I actually doubled the payment. Now, the rent roll's gone up to compensate and all that, but I wanted to share this video just as a lesson of what would have happened had I not levered it up. My rent roll today would probably be around $10,000, $10,500, a little less than the about $12,000 it brings in today. But my debt exposure would be less, my portfolio would be less, there'd be less balls in the air, is my point. Had I just rode out that deal, I would have a similar amount of cash flow with less debt, with less exposure. You're gonna have to decide what is best for you, what's best for your business and your portfolio. But while I have more properties, my net worth is definitely higher than it would have been had I left all the equity in it and playing with fire, right? You can make a big bonfire, but it comes with more risk. And so cash flowing a couple $1,000 today, I would have cash flowed a couple $1,000 with that product too, had I not renovated it. But I would have had way less debt. And so, yes, now I have a nicer building. I've got more future upside. And I have no money invested in the deal. I had no money invested back then too. But my point is, I could have had the same amount of benefit today with less risk. You're gonna have to decide if that's what you want. I'm gonna, of course, have more benefit down the road as long as I can get there. But if you're thinking, should I pull money out or should I just leave it alone? If you are looking at the deal and say, well, I could pull all this money out and buy more deals, you're gonna dramatically increase your exposure and your risk. So my encouragement would be, if you're not the type of person that can handle that emotionally, I know I still have days where I'm like, why am I doing this? If you can't handle it emotionally, leave the equity in the building, let it do its thing. My cash flow would have been the same on that deal. Granted, I bought more deals with that money, so my actual rental income is much bigger now than it would have been. But I could have retired already if I hadn't pulled money out. And so it would have been just a simpler existence. If you want a big business, go for it, pull the money out, make sure you still cash flow. If you want a simple existence, probably just leave it, because the simplest existence I know of, my buddy Dion has. So that's my encouragement for you today, and I'm gonna end the video because it's freezing outside. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If you like a deeper dive on this, also let me know. I can give you more numbers. But my takeaway from thinking about doing this video was that I could have had the same amount of cash flow from that building with a lot, like half the debt. I would have owed $500,000 today. Today I owed $973,000. So I would have had more equity and less risk in that specific building, which would have made for a simpler retirement. That's my 2 cents. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see everybody on the next video.